All right, welcome to the after work video. There is an after work video today, really good news. So the reason I wanted to make one is because I think this is going to be a bit of an easier video. All I need to do is set up Ldp tunneling, and then I will be able to move on from this topic. So let's do that. Hopefully this could be a shorter video, maybe a half an hour or so. All right, so here's my lab. And then let's take a look at my, oops, so it went through a reboot as per the cron gen. Okay, so here it is. And let's take a look at the LSP, make sure that's still up. Yep, so we've got an ingress and an LS and an egress LSP. LSPs are unidirectional, so you will need two LSPs in order to have one full duplex connection. It's kind of interesting that the LSP name is RSVP_path. Looks like it was an auto-generated name. But anyway, let's knock off this topic. So to do that, all I'm going to need to do is set up Ldp tunneling, since that is the topic for this. So let's try to use help apropos. So here we go. Okay, so we're going to, so it looks like all we need to do, so you can run Ldp over LSPs established by RSVP, effectively tunneling the Ldp established LSP through the one established by RSVP. To do so, enable Ldp on the LO0.0 interface. You must also configure the LSPs over which you want Ldp to operate by including the Ldp tunneling statement. Okay, so it looks pretty easy. All I'm going to need to do is enable Ldp. So if I do a show configuration, you can see I've got RSVP interface all, so I'm going to need to change that so that LO0 is not a part of RSVP, and then I'm going to configure that for Ldp, and then I'll need to add the statement Ldp tunneling to my Mpls LSP here. So really nice and easy. One thing I would like to do before I do that is do a show Mpls LSP, and then let's take a look at how this output changes if I use Ldp instead of RSVP. Okay, so here we go. I don't see anything specific to RSVP. I do see this RSVP path name here. So I'm curious how that is going to change. I'd like to find more than just that one command though. Let's do show Mpls. And then let's do LSP, but see if there's like a detail or something. Yeah, so this is going to be, I think, a lot better. We'll use this instead to compare the differences. All right, so let's set up that LDP tunneling. Okay, so I've got the interface all statement set up, so I can go and disable interfaces that don't want to be a part of RSVP. In addition to that, I could not have that interface all statement and just add the ones I need, but I'm choosing to do it where I add them all, and then I remove the ones I don't want to participate. Okay, so it's as easy as that. The next step is to configure Ldp tunneling on the Mpls label switch path. All right, so this is really as easy as this topic is. We've got the loopback interface removed from RSVP and added to LDP, and then we've got Ldp tunneling added to the Mpls LSP. So I'm hoping what we're going to see now is the Mpls LSP is going to be down. So I'm kind of confused why it's still up, because I have one side with the loopback interface using LDP and the other side hasn't been reconfigured yet. So maybe it just takes some time for it to go down. Let's do a pipe refresh on it. And then let's do every 3 seconds. And let's do a Wireshark capture as well to see if there's some teardown process that we can see happen in real time. So yeah, let's just do it. See, I'm not sure what link it's going to be over though, but see if it's going to be over this one. I mean, we can always just snip both links. Okay, so we're getting our RSVP messages. I don't see any, so we are getting LDP messages as well. Yeah, so I'm pretty surprised that it's still up because I don't have the other side configured yet. One message I would expect to see if it were going to be no longer up would be RESVTEAR. But I don't see anything like that. So I think a clear next step is to just cancel this and take a look at the detail and see if there's anything about like a hold timer or anything like that. Okay, so I do see something about this time left here. So I'm wondering if that is decrementing. Oh, so it looks like it's actually, it is decrementing. Okay, so it would be about 2 minutes, a bit longer than that. Oh, but it looks like it stopped the decrementing. So yeah, it looks like it truly is the case that this is a valid LSP that is up, even though I've got one side configured for LDP and the other side configured for RSVP. Which makes no sense at all, at least not to me. Oh, okay, that makes sense. So it looks like all it does is it enables the capability for it, but if it doesn't have capability, it will just continue using the other one. So we won't see any changes until I configure that other side. Let's just make extra super sure that there weren't any changes. Yep, absolutely no changes. All right, so let's see what happens when I bring up the other side. All right, so next step is going to be to add it to LDP. And finally, to add the extra command to the Mpls Lsp. Oh, okay, so this is where that name is coming from, because the return LSP is named that. That's fine, they can have different names. Sometimes it does make it more confusing to have two different names though. Like I would recommend using the same name. All right, so let's see if there's any differences. Ah, so there is one difference. Ah, so it's the time left. I'm surprised that wasn't different the first time around. But there's nothing about whether it's LSP or LDP. The only thing is that LSP underscore path, but that's just the name that I chose. It doesn't really, it could be LDP and have that name. Okay, so one thing I think I can do is check for a LDP neighbor. Aha, so we do have a LDP neighbor. I think. Oh yeah, we do, because it's .6. This is router 1, which is going to have router 1. Okay, so I mean I think this is it. This is LDP tunneling over RSVP. Just this having this LDP neighbor is basically the goal. Let's look at the documentation here, or one for, yeah. Let's take a look at this one. Okay, so hopefully there's a verification. It looks like it's not a lab, so there's no verification steps, anything like that. So I'm not sure what a good end state is for this. So here's configuring LDP signal LSPs. So there's going to be some configuration, some verification steps here, I believe. Nope, no verification steps. Well, anyway, I think this is verification enough, because you can see I've got an LDP neighbor, but we know, and I'll just I'll prove it by just opening up this random router. Do a show configuration, pipe display set, pipe no more, and you see LDP is nowhere to be found on any of these routers except for these two, but yet I've still got an LDP neighbor. Well, how did that happen? It's because it's tunneled over RSVP. So, yep. All right, so that's going to be it for this topic. A bit of a shorter one today, because I did all the hard work in the the other. I think this is the 5th video, so the other 4 videos. Yeah, so I'm just going to add these tags onto it, and this is now done. So, oh, why is it putting it in the wrong order now? It used to put it in the other order. Oh well, so wait. Oh, this is, wait. Oh, Ldp tunneling. Okay, yeah. So it's kind of in a weird order, because you'd think you would want signaling before tunneling, but whatever. Okay, so yep. Next video, we're going to be learning about IPv6 tunnel. Why is it? I'm so confused why it went from being like this to like that by default. You know what? That's annoying. I'm going to change that. So drive sending. Yeah. What? So this is last year. This is earlier. Okay. Okay, the question is locked and replying has been disabled, but there's literally no answer. Yeah, there's nothing. Okay, so it's now automatically descending instead of, or ascending instead of descending. Oh wait, descending instead of ascending. And there's nothing I can do to change it. I've got to click this now. There's an extra click for all of my studying now. All right, so yep, an extra click for every single time. Oh man, that is the world's most annoying thing. There's literally like nothing more annoying than that. Especially since it used to work. See, like things like mosquitoes, like there was never a time when there were like no mosquitoes. So like mosquitoes are super annoying, but it's not like there just didn't used to be mosquitoes and now there are mosquitoes. This is kind of like that. So I would actually say that's a good argument that this is perhaps a bit more annoying than mosquitoes. Ah, okay, now it seems to be working now. Perfect, okay, so it's back to normal now. Perfect, okay, so yep, the next video is gonna be IPv6 tunneling, so stay tuned for that. I will see you in the next video.